Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Bjorn from Jurassic Park Triops again, and we are going to take a look at Frostie again. Frostie is inside this container. Frostie is a Triops Cancriformis Simplex that I've actually found inside my outdoor pond tank. It was a project that I started during the summer. I really wanted to see if I was able to hatch and grow some Triops outside as well. And it definitely worked. They had a nice life outside. Most of them started to pass away, and the last of them I actually had to transfer inside because I actually thought it was getting too cold already. But one of them, Frostie, who's inside this container, actually remained inside the tank, which I didn't know, or Frostie actually hatched inside the tank without me noticing it. So eventually, this little Triops was actually able to survive inside the outdoor tank, even when the temperatures were dropping really low. It was just 4 up to 6 degrees Celsius, which is really low for Triops, but it definitely proves the point that Triops are way more hardier than we actually think. And well, this is a European species, so the European species actually might be a little bit more used to getting really cold when the Europe is getting colder during autumn, when autumn starts. So that's possible at least. And well, as you can see, Frosty is currently digging. I think she's gonna lay some eggs very soon again. I actually found several egg deposits inside this container, so I'm going to exclude Frosty's eggs inside a special approach that I will hatch later again. And I'm definitely gonna check out again if these traps are suitable to withstand pretty low minimum temperatures as well. If that's possible, we might actually have discovered a species. Well, not discovered, but we found some new information on this tribe species that we can actually use for our hobby keeping. Basically, you could hatch these triops with a heater and later remove it from your tank and save a lot of money on energy costs. So that's definitely a new possibility. Also, because it's a well, it would be a room temperature controlled environment. And if the tank is actually heating up during the day when your living room is heating up as well, it might be possible that we get fluctuations in temperatures, and this could increase some of the lifespan or actually shorten it. So I'm going to try to find out if it increases or shortens it, but my expectations are actually that it will increase the lifespan of the triops because we will actually get a fluctuating metabolism, and while it's colder, the metabolism will be slower as well, and possibly slows down on the growth of the triops, which allows it then to become a little bit bigger, and while doing that, doing it a little bit slower as well. So that's basically just stretching their growth and trying to increase their lifespan by doing so. Um, Long story short, we're just wanting to try if cold tribes actually live a little bit longer than tropical type of tribes. That's basically it. Next, we're just going to see how long we will be able to keep Frosty inside this container, and see how long she will live. I'm pretty interested in how long she will live. It's definitely an interesting specimen. She's really hardy and definitely active as well. I've been feeding her some Hikari tropical algae wafers, micro algae wafers, and some Hikari crab menu, which is a crustacean specified food. It contains some calcium and proteins for them to grow on. For the rest, I think Frosty has been eating from of the plants again. I think she's used to eating plants as well because I actually didn't feed in the outdoor tank, so she had to do it with plants and other material that was laying around. So I'm really wondering what she prefers. I don't see any leftover food, so I think she actually ate most of it, and definitely enjoying scooping around in the substrate, looking for new snacks as well. Let's just give her a little bit of food as well. Give me a second, guys. I'm just gonna take some Ikari wafers. These are micro algae wafers, and I think they are pretty awesome. They are tiny sized little food pellets. I use them for my shrimp, my Corridora, pygmy Corridoras, and also for my Triops. So I'm just going to take some of them and drop them inside the tank of Frostie. Yeah, I actually don't feed her too much because this container doesn't have a filter, so I actually don't want to raise too much on the nitrates inside this container. But giving her some snacks during the day is definitely fine. Not completely sure if she's interested in eating right now because she's actually digging. Not completely sure if she's actually digging to lay some eggs, but that's fairly possible as well. Give me a second, guys. Trying to get a good shot on Frostie. That looks weird though. But that's because it's a round object we're looking through right now. Yep. So that's about it about Frostie. Just gave her some snacks. What we're going to do next is we are going to take a look at the hatching tank. I actually added some extra oxygen plants in the back. Basically because I wanted more plants and a little bit more of reduction on waste with nitrates and stuff. So I actually added some extra plants to get rid of the excess nutrients in the tank. I also set up a little hatchery with Australiensis aurum. Nothing has hatched yet because I actually made a mistake with the heater. It was only at 20 degrees, and I definitely going to need a solid 24 and up to 26 degrees Celsius to actually hatch this little bit more tropical type of Triops. So that's what I'm going to do next. I actually add it up in the heat, and I'm going to wait for tomorrow. It might be possible that these eggs are not going to hatch. I'm not completely sure if the water type that I was using was correct. I actually used a jerry can that I was using with my propagator with the booster philandras in it. But I was not 100% sure anymore if it's rainwater or just old tank water from my aquarium. And with old tank water, it's possibly not going to work out that well. So I might need to reset up this little hatchery. And maybe I actually want to change species. Maybe, not completely sure yet, but we will see next in the next videos. For now, it's Australiensis aurum. We might change in several weeks if this one is not going to hatch anything. I just used only 60 eggs. I didn't want to get a massive colony just like last time. It just increases in the chances of getting cannibalistic behavior around, and that's something I really try to avoid. So just trying to hatch a small group, let's say between 8 or 10 Triops, that's definitely enough for me right now. I just want to have a little tiny colony and have a little fun time watching them inside this tank. For the rest, I hope Frostie will have a long lifespan, and I'm definitely hoping she will be able to survive at least 2 months. That will definitely give me enough eggs to get us a good proper colony just from her eggs.